Funeral games. McCorkadale confesses to Caulfield that he has murdered his wife and buried her in the coal cellar.
Have you no family?
My wife is dead. A relief in many ways. I dreaded going first and having her leering around my deathbed.
If you're lonely, why not visit your wife's grave? You might find people of simpler interests.
My cellar is a god-forsaken spot.
Is that where she's buried?
The actual burial was done by the National Coal Board. She's under a ton of smokeless. I got it at the reduced summer rate.
Caulfield stares, a sudden dawning. He gives a cry of horror and leaps away from McCorkadale.
Oh, you're a murderer!
These with it expressions aren't familiar to me.
Wasn't it a happy marriage?
We bickered occasionally over the nature of God. Nothing more serious.
He takes a box of pills from his pocket.
Why did you kill her?
We belonged to a Salvationist assembly, celebrating the Lord's Supper weekly and baptizing infants at the hinder end. One night, I was watching and praying apart from the brethren when I heard words which are not usual when saints meet. Upon investigation, I found our leader, a man known by the name of Bishop Goodhart, calling to order a number of female penitents on a straw mattress.
Was your wife with him?
She was, standing in her true colours, and very little else. Oh, up to the devil's trick she was, and he was up to hers. Oh, the Bacchic hound, and I'd given her my heart.
He shakes, stricken by grief.
My fury knew no bounds. I dragged her, screaming, into the caravanette, which was parked in a lay-by. She was remarkably quiet on the way home. Later, I discovered a broken neck. Not a contrite heart was responsible for her silence. I put her under the stairs until a heat wave, disastrous to the nation's water supply, almost undid me.
What became of the bishop?
He banished me forever, hurling curses as he ran.
Was Goodhart his name in religion?
Yes.
What was his real name?
He didn't say.
Did that surprise you?
I've learned to accept the irrational in everyday life.
Caulfield considers. He shrugs his shoulders.
Oh, I'd get rid of the body. Take a tip from a member of the criminal classes.
All classes are criminal today. We live in an age of equality.
What are you doing to put yourself in the clear?
I go on my knees nightly.
Prayers won't keep the wolf from the door. Had your wife any relatives?
A father. He's blind.
Has he tried to contact you since your wife died?
No. He sent a part share in a donkey for Christmas. So I'm in high hopes that he's going mad into the bargain.
Was she wealthy?
I can't touch her checkbook.
Why not?
My hand trembles so.
Give me an example of her handwriting.
He takes off his coat. McCorkadale opens a drawer in the table. He takes out a letter.
This is an abusive letter she wrote to a master of foxhounds. It was returned wrapped around part of a dog fox.
He hands the letter to Caulfield by the corner of the page.
We neither of us finished our haddock that morning.
Caulfield puts the letter on the table. He shines the lamp on the letter.
Give me your checkbook.
McCorkadale takes a checkbook from the drawer and gives it to Caulfield.
Are you a forger?
I slept with one once.
He writes a check with a flourish and hands it to McCorkadale.
How refreshing to meet a genuine artist in today's world of highly praised fakes.
Caulfield puts on his coat.
I'd made it 200 to begin with. Can you manage the paying in?
Oh, yes. It's taking money out that causes the unpleasantness.
Caulfield picks up his hat.
Don't go yet. I'm like a thing possessed at this time of the evening.
I've an appointment at the nude calendar shop. I've been commissioned to do February.
The Church Gazette put out a nice calendar. They may be able to use you.
He hobbles to the sofa.
Pass my shawl. I'm quite exhausted. I shan't sleepwalk tonight.
Caulfield wraps him in the shawl.
Oh, how comfy I am.
He
You're a
pinches
good-
Caulfield's cheek.
You're a good boy.
No, I'm bad.
As a bad boy, you're a complete failure. Good night, lovey. Switch off the light.
Caulfield switches off the light.
See me tomorrow. I welcome intelligent conversation at any hour of the day.
Caulfield goes out. The light falls and the window on McCorkadale. He breathes deeply, content.